Hey ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to this video of how we failed at the PvP server and how did we learn from our mistakes. So the PvP server failed pretty bad. There was a large group of people, they went around, they slaughtered people. That's not bad. Unfortunately it was always like 8 to 1. It was never a 1-to-1 fight, and when it was a 1-to-1 fight it ended up being argument and piss fighting because when they died they got upset. It was more like a butthurt situation. And then it's like, hey, come back with my 10 friends and we'll get you. Yeah, no fair PvP anymore, and it's I guess sort of my fault because I didn't really see this happening. I guess this day and age, people don't PvP fairly. They find exploits and stuff. We've had lots of reports of people leg breaking into blocks and right clicking in the machines and stealing stuff and doing torches and stuff on the outside of the people's walls and properties to open doors, using sand and stuff to pillar in from the bottom of their lots and leg in, or I forget exactly how you do that, where you glitch into the thing where you automatically get teleported up one level into their houses. We've had tons and tons of stuff like that happen, which ended up causing too much problem. People don't play fairly. They don't have any self-respect. They don't have respect for others. They just are nothing but trolls, and these individuals pretty much were pushing our community away. The population was getting smaller. People were coming at like 5 in the morning just to get chips from the towers and stuff because they didn't want to come in the daytime. I mean, it's not that they could fight them, it was they couldn't fight them. I mean, I'm sorry, you have more people on one team than the whole entire server. So you'd have to get every single person on the server to team up and to go after these guys. It wasn't going to work. Anyways, it ended up being just problems after problems after problems. So we were kind of thinking of changing the game around and going a PvE route server with added PvP rather than a pure PvP server. The way this would work is the world would be open and you'd be free. The protection blocks will keep them in because, you know what, it saves having people griefing your land and stuff, and it's a nice protection block. Why not have your land properly protected? We'll disable explosions, so there's no be nuking of lands and stuff. Unfortunately, it would happen. It wouldn't happen anyways for reactors because if you're using the protection block, when the reactor goes critical, unfortunately, yeah, I mean, that's something we have to live with, unfortunately. It'd be cool to have the explosions, but if we're going to have it open and free, we're going to have to nerf down the explosions anyways, because you don't want players coming on in here and griefing, especially on the modded servers. You can't really do rollbacks as well. And for the PvP, what we want to do is we want to have the center maybe 500 by 500 still, and at like the four corners we have a tower and one in the center, like the Lapotron tower, for example, would be in the middle. Now, this would be a PvP zone. You couldn't build or anything in it. It would just be the same thing as people running around to the towers, guarding them, whatnot, having fun. You can live on the border if you want, and keep an eye on people going into the towers and stuff. Whatever. The main point of this is the towers will be used as I guess as an accessory. We'll keep the same ideas. You'll be able to go in and charge up, for example, your crystals or whatever if you want. You'll be able to get crystals and stuff, but you will be able to craft the items as well. But hey, look at this. If you come in with a diamond and throw it into the thing and get, I think, what was it, 4 crystals or whatever in 20 minutes or 10 minutes or, Lapotron crystals, I mean, it's, well worth coming to these towers. But at least you're not forced to it. It's an extra bonus if you come to the tower. If not, man, at least you can move on and you don't have to worry about it. Not only that, we're considering doing something like hell biomes. We're not sure how we're going to do it, but a lot of people want to breed certain bees and stuff, and we kind of want to see them do it in a way. So what we're kind of considering is doing some kind of hell biome, whatever, so people can at least breed their bees. We were considering Nether, but the Nether is so damn buggy that just loading the terrain on the Nether and stuff causes the CPU to max out like 3 times as much as the overworld. I don't know why Generation of Land, the loading and unloading of Nether is so complex and disastrous. It's a way to kill the server, and I guess maybe it's with all the physics. I don't really know. But that's one thing we are trying to stay away is from the nether. But we're trying to find new ways to make it so you can get all the stuff from the nether into the main world. Like, of course, we have the nether tower where you can get gas tears and the blaze rods and the nether wart and etc. etc. So what do you guys think? We want to hear from you. We want to hear your ideas. We were adding some new mods, like I guess the big one would be like Railcraft. We're considering doing. Well, no, we're not considering. We're pretty sure we're going to add Railcraft. That's a fun addition. That's more for people who like to build a town, and then somebody a couple miles away want to build a town and kind of connect them for fun. I think that's just a fun little thing. We're going to add the Transformers mod. The Transformers mod adds things like the ability to convert power from one to another. Now, this didn't work on the other industrial server properly, mainly because there was an exploit that we found, but also because we set the generation of oil insane amount. With the Transformer mod, it's going to be more used for EU to... it's going to be used mainly for EU to millijoules, basically IC power to build craft power. Just because it's harder to find oil and it's a pain in the ass, and this will make life easier. Yeah, you can use forestry machines, but we don't want you to have to spawn, not spawn, but create, 50 different machines, and some people are doing hundreds just to get some power. Let's instead, have one machine or a couple machines. They'll save on server, they'll save on your size of your, designs and stuff. And also we were playing other things. There's one called Seed Manager, which helps you do your, your gardening and stuff for your crops. For industrial craft, and we were even looking at things that like NEI not NEI, equivalent exchange. But we found that there's just too many exploitable ways in it. And additional buildcraft objects where you get like the flow pipes and the valves and etc. etc. So yeah, we're gonna add a few more mods, and we're thinking of unbanning recyclers as well, but we'll make it so they can't accept, say, cobblestone, maybe just dirt or whatever. We want to make it so people aren't just using the recyclers just to generate UU matter. It's mainly to use the recyclers to generate scrap or whatever required for fertilization and stuff. So yeah, we're trying to up the game. We're trying to add more features. We're going to try to loosen up the rules a bit, but we're also going to put like a more general rule down, like, basically no exploiting the server resources in a way as in performance-wise, I guess. So if we go to your lot and we find you're running like 60 or 100 or 200, or some people get stupid, redstone, what do you call those, redstone engines, just to produce a few EUs of energy or whatever, you will be sorely hated when we go, you'll sorely hate us, I guess, when we go in there and destroy them all, because that's what we will do. We won't tolerate stupidity in that regards. We don't actually go around and like smash up people's buildings and blow them up or anything. We're not abusive admins or anything, but if it gets to the point where you're abusing the server resources to a point where it's gonna, contribute to a lot of lag, we're gonna help you fix that situation pretty fast. But anyways, yeah, we're just trying to create an open world, let the public come on, have fun, have a good time, and I think this will work out well. But we're looking for your opinions, of course. And what did you guys think of that new idea? Have, instead of PvP being everywhere, have it in a 500 by 500 area, but also with the towers in there. But of course you can still craft the stuff and stuff. So if you're not a PvPer, you can still do it the slower way, or if you like PvPing a lot, maybe you'll enjoy, camping the towers or whatever. That way everyone kind of win-wins sort of in the end. And that also brings all the towers a little closer, so if you're a PvPer, you can kind of guard all the towers if you really wanted to. I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. At least we can, go on and craft what we need and not, use the towers at that time. But yeah, we like to hear your feedback. If you think we should install a mod, unfortunately most of them aren't ported over to SMP, so we can't even use them. But if you have any suggestions or ideas, let us know. Yeah, I hope this new PvE world is a great idea. I hope you guys liked it, and I'd like to hear your feedback. Also, feel free to use the forum thread below in the description to make comments on this new idea. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for your support, and have a wonderful day.